call this meeting to order. Please rise for the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Bless you.
I think Beth has to vote against the shit. All right. Roll call, please.
Mayor Cadiz?
Here.
Ms. Pascal?
Here.
Ms. Kelly?
Here.
Mr. Farrell?
Here.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Here.
Mr.
Two rookies aren't here.
And Mr. Meyer excused. Mr. Long?
Here.
And Mr. Bastor is excused. And Mr. Straley.
Yes.
Council President, Superintendent Wozong, and Chief Sample.
Thank you. Public notice of this meeting pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act is given by the clerk in the following manner. One posted on the bulletin board of the Borough Clerk's office on January 5th, 2024, and two emailed in retrospect and carried post on January 5th, 2024. Approval of minutes, a motion is ordered for the approval of minutes of the November 26th and December 3rd meeting submitted by the clerk. Each member received copies of the same. Someone like to make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Lobenstein. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Public hearing. Ordinance 2423, bond ordinance authorizing supplemental money for the completion of the construction of the sanitary sewer system, including road improvements related thereto, $250,000. This portion of the meeting is open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak, please come to the microphone, state your name and address. Seeing no one, is there a motion to close the public
I'll
portion?
make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Lobenstein, second by Ms. Kelly.
God, I'm too
All in favor?
Aye.
Would someone like to make a motion to adopt?
I'll make that motion to adopt.
Thank you. Let's go down to the records.
That's it, that's it. Good job, Craig.
We got him to wear a jacket too.
I
That's because I'm going out
Yeah,
there.
I got you.
know. Jeez,
That's for
we should
Mrs.
have sent for dinner.
Is there a second?
I'll second. I'll
All
make that second.
right, motion by Mr. Lobenstein, second by Ms. Kelly. Roll call, please.
Ms. Pascal?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
4 ayes, 2 absent.
All right. That ordinance is adopted. Ordinance 2424, cannabis retail operating hours, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. This portion of the meeting is open to the public. Anyone wishing to speak, please come to the microphone, state your name and address. Seeing no one, is there a motion to close the public portion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Farrell.
I have a question.
Let me close the public portion. All in favor?
Aye.
Yes, there's your question.
Okay, so when does this come
This
into
takes
effect?
effect as soon as I sign the ordinance.
And when will that
I'm going to sign it after the meeting.
be? Okay.
And then that is going to let the two organizations know that they have the right, they don't have to, they have the right to open those hours. And I don't know if you've noticed, some people have different hours, like throughout the,
Yeah.
and not even the one guy stays open till, like,
I just
the one
wanted
guy
to know
stays
when
like
it-
midnight or something
Really?
like that. Yeah, something crazy.
Ah.
Is there a motion to adopt?
I'll make a motion to
All
adopt.
right.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Farrell, second by Ms. Kelly. Roll call, please.
Ms. Pascal?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
4 ayes, 2 absent.
All right, I'm going to group the resolution, that ordinance is adopted. I'm going to group the resolutions. 24-167 is a resolution awarding the contract for animal control services for 2025. Resolution 24-168 is a resolution authorizing the agreement between the Voorhees Animal Orphanage and the Borough. Just so everybody understands, Homeward Bound gave bids to some of our neighbors, and their prices were almost 40% higher than the year before. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah.
I feel terrible. I don't know what's going on with them.
Maybe we should as our county.
Yeah, resolution 24-169 is a resolution authorizing cancellation of taxes for a totally disabled vet. Resolution 24-170 is a resolution of the Borough of Runnemede appointing Rich Buscemi to the position of tax assessor. Buscemi, right? And resolution 24-170 is a resolution procuring spatial data logic, commonly known as SDL, for the website and software integration. So if everyone remembers, this is so that people can do things online and update our website and all that other kind of good stuff. So like your permits, if you it should work where if I pull a permit, I get an email saying my permit's ready for pickup. I can pay online, right? This is awesome, awesome. We're a little bit behind some of the towns, but we're not, the majority of towns don't have this. Towns under, I would say, 25,000 people really didn't move to this yet. Would someone like to make a motion to approve 24-167 to 24-171?
I will make that motion.
I'll second that motion.
Motion by Mr. Lowenstein, second by Ms. Kelly. Roll call, please.
Ms. Pascal?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Farrell?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
4 ayes, 2 absent.
All right, we're going to skip committee reports unless there's anything anybody would like to bring up. Is there anything anybody needs?
Okay, public events, our reorg will be on Tuesday, January 7th at 6 PM at the Harry Williams.
Beautiful.
And public is invited to attend.
Very good. Anything else? Okay. We're going to do the payment of bills, then we're going to do the 2 walk-on resolutions. Payment of bills, would someone like to make a motion to pay the monthly bills?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Lobster.
I'll second that
Second by
motion.
Ms. Passio. Roll call, please.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Carroll?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
4 ayes, 0 absent.
Now, Craig, I appreciate you coming here, but I forgot to send it to you. No, I think I did email you.
Yeah.
So one of the things we want to try to get done, and I've talked to everybody who's in this room, is we've been talking about having Shelley be our administrator to really be the, the point person, I guess is the best way to describe it for the borough. The person who's going to be the one who's going to engage with all the department heads and help all the department heads, not to steal away from Shelley, but I believe that Shelley, Billy, Harry, and Beth, you guys are the core of the government. The day-to-day activities. So hoping that all 4 of you are all squared away, understand what you're supposed to do, everyone's happy for the next 4 years. So the Shelley's appointment this evening is 2 parts. We're going to do a resolution, amending a resolution, when she was first appointed in 22. We improperly appointed her in the middle of the year, which is improper, but we needed to date it to January 1st. Statute says you can't appoint in the middle of the year, you have to have January. The reason we know this now is because this is her second appointment, and this appointment will now take her to the 28, 25, 26, 27, 28. It's a 4-year appointment. Yeah.
29.
It's a
2029.
for that. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. So the first resolution would be Resolution 24, what's the number?
172.
172, resolution, what do you want to say, Dan? Clarification, amended, how do we
Yes,
say?
Mr. Long, how should we word this?
Mr. Long, I always say Mr. Long.
All right, so when are we making this effective?
Well, we want to do it first,
Yeah.
because before we appoint her to her CFO again, we want to correct the original appointment.
Okay, so
So
amend,
correcting the original appointment
Yeah.
to state January 1st.
right, resolution amending, resolution,
Whatever that is.
whatever, and amending the effective date to January 1st.
As per state statute, it's the law. Okay?
Okay.
So let's do this out of the way. So we'll make a motion to amend the resolution clarifying the appointed date as of January 1st, 2022. Someone like to,
I'll make that motion.
motion by Ms. Kelly, second by Mr. Lobenstein. Any other discussion? Do a roll call, just in case. Roll call.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Carroll?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
All right, that's,
4 ayes, 2 absent.
the second thing is, it'll be Resolution 24-173, is a resolution authorizing the mayor to sign the employment contract, which everyone has a copy of, except for Mr. Long. I forgot to send it to you. I apologize for sending it to you. And it's a resolution appointing her as the CFO, the QPA, and the business administrator. It outlines the tasks, it outlines the salaries, it outlines the terms of employment. So Shelley, if you want to send him a copy of that, he can look at it. That's about it.
And it'll be effective January 1st, right?
Correct, it starts January 1st. So this way, we're not going to do it at the reorganization meeting on the 7th.
No.
It takes care of it, so as of January 1.
As of January 1.
Okay? Would someone like to make a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Motion by Ms. Kelly.
I'll second.
Ms. Passio. Roll call, please.
Ms. Passio?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Lobenstein?
Yes.
Mr. Carroll?
Yes.
All right, that resolution is adopted. The last thing we have to do is a Resolution 174.
Go ahead.
This is our first time a pilot program has now been deemed complete. So we had a letter from our engineer, we have a letter from our construction official saying that the 9th Avenue warehouse is deemed complete. They might have a punch list item, there's like a fence, but that's not the CO. That they're deemed complete, so that I'd like this thing to say, as of January 1st is the beginning year of their 30-year pilot program. So this will be a resolution we send to them with a bill saying, you'll was $75,000.
Now, is that a yearly thing? Is that 75,000 every year?
No, it actually goes up every year until the end. And it's separate from the land tax. So the land tax, the underlying tax doesn't change. This pilot agreement is only for the added assessment, if I'm saying this all correctly. So this pilot, it's nice and clean to start it on January 1st, 2025. There's no retro, we try to avoid that, which I don't always be successful with. But it starts on January 1, so every January 1, we'll
Is
send them a
this
bill.
typical to every pilot program that we do, or is this a different kind?
This is our first ever. The only ones the borough has ever done in the past were the Runnemede House, which has been nothing but difficult. And the Best Work Industry for the Blind was another one that we did. Those are the only two that I have any recollection of or any understanding of. And both were extremely gracious of the borough. This one, there's a date and an amount. There is, you have to do this and this. There are means if something doesn't get done properly, things can change. You know, we can take the pilot away if they don't follow their terms.
So basically, we've learned from our prior mistakes. Is that what you're
We
saying?
learned from our predecessors.
Correct.
We've learned.
Not our prior mistakes, yeah, our predecessors.
Our colleagues, they weren't thinking 30 years. This is a 30-year thinking. I think this right. In 30 years, they're going to say, hey, we incrementally went up.
When was the last big pilot that we did?
Big, never,
You never had one.
never.
This is a big one.
So Best Work Industry of the Blind was they gave them $5,000 in property tax. Fine.
Yeah.
They were the blind were doing whatever, you know, fine. They paid $5,000. That's all risk now. So all risk now pays us probably $25,000, $30,000 in taxes. Runnemede House pays us less than $5,000 a year for
Well,
30 years.
Back then,
Once again, they were looking 30 years ago. They weren't thinking about 2024.
no.
We're thinking about, you know, 2054. I will still be here in 2054.
Yeah, right.
Me too.
Well, God bless you.
Unless you're ready for
My next- Okay, so are we all clear on this? And this is the last real step for us to do. Everything else we've taken care of by the CFO at this point. Construction office does their thing if there's any, you know, but this is an agreement, it's done for 30 years.
At the end of the 30 years, what's the payoff?
So the way, if you read the end of it, how it does is it estimates what the property will be worth in 2054.
Oh,
And so the taxes are designed to catch up in the last 5 years. That they'll catch up, and then that last year, the county gets their money, the school district gets their money, everybody starts to get their fair share. But we're just following, once again, the state law that says we're allowed to do this to incentivize that project. You know, it's saving the builder money, it's bringing more money to
it's
the
promotion, it's a
Yeah.
promotion.
Yeah.
And every town does it.
And to be clear, the county will get a percentage every year of this pilot
Of
agreement.
course.
So the 75,000, they get a 5% of that.
They do.
So if in 30 years it's 150, they'll get 5% of that. So, and you're gonna laugh, the state is now passing a law that says that if the town doesn't pay the 5% within 90 days, they get a slap on the hand, you know. But it's actually the law, you're supposed to pay the 5%, but many towns never said it. Because I think what was happening is many towns were waiting for the county to ask for the money. And they weren't paying them.
The
You never
county,
asked me for the money.
the county would send you a
That
form
sounds
to
familiar.
complete every year, and they would allow you to give them a date that you would send the funds. It was like an honor system, because they
So they
knew
changed it now, it's
you
gotta
were-
be in the first quarter, I think.
Yes.
Okay, so that would be 174. We have work, well, you have to work on the wording, but the wording is generally that council has deemed the project complete, and the pilot program will start on January 1st, 2025. I could do more than that.
And they'll give us the 75,000 right away?
I'm going with a suitcase.
We'll get John out of retirement when he gets out of hospital.
John, you should send him.
Go
yeah.
on.
All right, would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Lobenstein, second by Mr. Farrell. Roll call, please.
Ms. Betsy?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Mr. Farrell.
Yes.
Mr. Luckenside.
Yes.
Rise to approve.
Okay.
I just have a question for Bill.
We just have good welfare and we're done.
Bill, remember the seniors at the Munson House were talking to you about the auto place that they rev up motors at 9 o'clock at night? And
Yeah,
did you ever check that?
yeah, I mean, I haven't, we don't get any calls or anything. I mean,
Tell them to call 911. You're talking about gateways, right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
Well,
could
Billy went
also
there
be-
to talk- Billy went there to talk to
Oh,
the
could be people on
seniors.
9th Avenue.
So-
that's what I told them.
Ah.
Or it could be the people that are going there to visit because they don't come with their
I'll go talk to the owner. I haven't met him yet.
Cars.
I'll go talk to
So
him.
you've got cars going there to
Yeah.
visit.
yeah.
And those people can hear.
Yeah, well, they're right there. They are right there through the woods.
Oh,
Yeah,
we left all the trees there. That was part of the agreement.
well, you can see right through there.
Well, wait for spring.
Anyway, what are you gonna do?
What are the leaves coming?
Patty, I'll go talk to him myself.
And the leaves.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll ask him if he does.
Harry, anything? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we do have a walk-on that didn't make it on the resolution by accident, was the beaver trap.
Oh, yeah.
Is, what?
Because I gave you a verbal, we were gonna do that.
is
So
that-
we only have a window to trap beavers between a certain period of time and a certain period of time. Do you remember me sending I said something from Harry.
I do now.
Now you do now.
But I think my question, and I never asked it, was, because we were talking about changing it in the ordinance, but you just want
No,
to.
no. We're not changing the ordinance. We don't want any hunting or
You
trapping.
wanted to, okay.
This, you, Mr. Long, all we're authorizing, we don't want anybody to hunt or trap. We're authorizing a vendor
Yeah, but here's
to
the issue.
hunt and trap for us.
Okay, however, do we, remember, resolutions are only good through the year's end.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I think we can do it anytime we want to do.
We can, but we would have to redo it after, when we reorg, is my
Yeah.
point.
Oh, so it really doesn't help
Right.
anything.
I mean, if you want to do it in the next week.
What, next 2 days?
Well, no, it's reorg to reorg, so it's, there's still
Can't we
carry.
authorize, it could be, okay, so we have 7 days, because I think there's only a 2 week.
Do it now and redo it,
Okay, fine.
okay?
Whenever the resolution is, we'll change the dates again. So what do we do, this one till January 7th?
Yes.
And then we'll do another one on January 7th.
What is this? What is this? What is this?
Yeah,
So
so
beavers
I have-
are blocking up Timber Creek, which is causing, I think you were talking like problems.
no, I'm just hearing about it, actually. You mentioned, oh, no, I wasn't at the meeting.
Oh,
So I wasn't at the meeting.
So beavers are causing the problem. They were starting out in Belmar, they've made their way into our town, and they've been causing a problem, and the only solution is to trap them. And
Okay,
to
so
remove
how do you trap them?
They're trapped two ways, either with a snare system or a conibear trap. That we will be using conibear traps,
What's that?
which is a spring trap, which is below water, so it don't affect any other animals or people
Well, that's
walking
my
their dogs and
question.
so
How
forth.
do you know that another animal isn't going to be trapped in there?
So
And
by
how-
having it underwater.
And how do we know that it is the beaver doing that? Have you seen them?
We have pictures of trees that have
Well,
been,
I'm going to meet Harry down there tomorrow because I want to.
you had photos, you submitted photos.
Yeah, with it, they're blocking up the spillway, they're causing damage to the spillway itself. It is raising the water level back up and creating problems. They have clear cut pretty much any wood product 4 inches and less, and now they're attacking the larger trees, and they're knocking them down. So do have that, I can show you where they're happening and so forth. It's making the area very dangerous because now it's all widowmakers of the trees hanging up and so forth like that. But our problem is what it's doing to the spillover. And consulting down at the lake with Fish and Game regarding it and so forth, their thing about it is with the dam safety is priority. So removal of the nuisance, which is the beaver, it's not going to be 100% eradicated. We could be looking at 4, we could be looking at 20. They multiply and they stay in the area for up to 3 years. So we do have a full beaver hut that is at the end of Holly Avenue, but we can't tell how many are in there because they more or less move around at nighttime. You'll see 1 or 2 during the day.
What does the hut look like?
It's just a big pile of mud with leaves and sticks. Okay, it's very primitive, but you can see it.
Yeah, but when
Similar.
how does this work? You trap them, but do you kill them or do you
The-
break? How does that work?
The trap is a dispatch trap. You cannot by law now in the state trap and relocate outside of the cats.
You showed me all that.
Okay.
So where are you gonna put them?
You cannot relocate them.
You're gonna kill them,
They will be dispatched, yes.
okay, so,
This country was built
I have a
on
problem
beaver
with
pelts.
that.
Come on, guys. This is-
so I have a problem with that. Can I lure them over to my house?
You're not allowed to keep wild animals, that's against the ordinance too.
I'll make an ordinance on that one.
No wild animals allowed.
I'm very sad. to
Yeah,
hear
yeah, I
that.
am too, so.
Yeah.
Safety is paramount. Safety
Well, I
is
wanna,
more.
I wanna see. with my
Safety is
own
more
eyes.
important.
I wanna see with my own.
All right, so we need resolution 175 to authorize the trapping of the beavers, which is only allowed for a short period of time, from now until the 7th. And we'll revisit it in 7 days at the reorganization. Someone like to make a
The trapping
motion?
zone is from December 26th to
I'll make
February
that
11th.
motion.
Motion by Mr. Lowenstein, second by Mr. Farrell. Roll call, please.
Ms. Passio?
No,
Ms. Kelly?
No.
Oh, wow, here we go.
Yes.
Mr. Lowenstein?
Yes. Wait, you need a tie break.
Yes.
of course you'd say yes.
Because you have
You
to.
have to.
I want, let me do my research
It's
too.
just not right. It's
I
just
want-
not
All
right.
right, what's the, guys?
You just said to me,
Wait a minute, and
What
I
is
want
the
you to
alternative?
get my
you said to
right.
me today that,
It's
that
not
Singley
right.
Avenue is moving.
Wait a minute. wait.
Eleanor, what are you eating for dinner
Why?
tonight?
Okay, show me that that is
They're
the
beavers.
reason for all of
They're
these things
protected.
happening. Show me,
They're not
show me that it's not the trash and debris that's there. Don't get mad.
I'm not mad.
Okay, good.
Alright.
Good.
You have
The beavers don't
Just
go.
show it, show it to me, that's all. I want to see it.
You have to rely on Mr. Wolzok, he's an expert. on
Exactly
this
right.
stuff.
That's why I'm going to meet him tomorrow when I want him to show me. That's all.
But it is something that was all sent to members of council it was sent a
No,
while
I
ago.
didn't see nothing on beavers.
Right? You did send it.
I didn't see anything
I
on
sent you
beavers.
and Shelley.
Oh, you only sent it to me and Shelley. I'm
I
sorry.
had no
Public
idea.
Works Director.
That's your fault, you did not make sure.
It was sent out a few weeks ago. But I will tell you guys,
I didn't,
we've been talking about this for a while.
I mean, I'm on the environmental committee. This is,
Well,
I-
Eleanor, if you don't take the beavers out, you're gonna ruin the environment.
Well, okay, so prove that to me that it's the beavers that's going to ruin the environment and not the trash and the garbage and the.
I think the trash and
tires
garbage
and all of
are-
that
it's not
stuff
mutually
too,
exclusive.
yeah.
I agree, it's not mutually exclusive, you're 100% right.
And here's one party. Get the GIF down there to look at the trees that are hanging up from the beavers taking the trees down.
That's a good point.
The GIF would say the beavers need to go, because that is,
Yeah.
it's liability. If we don't take care of it, we know about
Let
it.
me
We have to
see.
take care of it.
this is awful.
Ah,
I had no idea.
Me either.
I'm sick to my stomach.
So that tree's leaning. And what Harry's saying is we now have to go down and also is remove that tree. And then the trees are being eaten, and they're killing the trees. So we care about trees, don't we?
Yes.
Didn't care last year.
Oh my
That's,
Tough crowd. Tough crowd. All right, what else we got? All right, we got good and welfare. Dan, why don't you come up here and say something nice to everybody?
come on.
And we work so hard. We show up all the time. I have to get beat up.
Get up here, say something.
Come on.
What do you want to say? Come on.
See no one,
Seeing no one, is there a motion to close the public portion?
make that motion.
Second, is there a
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Our public portion is
I'm
closed.
sick to my stomach.
Oh, is there a motion to adjourn?
I'll make that motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
All right.
We're adjourned at 4:24.
I'll